creators, I know that you have a stash of Christmas cards from last year. We all do it, we save them with some inspiration for the following year to use or reuse and create something new and fabulous with, because that's what we do. We hoard the bits and bobs that we think we might need. So go and dig out those Christmas cards, because here is a tutorial on how to make them into something new that you can then give to friends and family this year. So what you're going to have to do is grab those cards and grab a pair of scissors and create some sort of shape. Here I'm using a hexagon shape in order to create little shapes out of the top of the cards themselves. You can use a template to create the hexagon. If you've got a Cricut machine, you can use that. Or if you've got a craft punch, you can use that. Whatever you've got, just create lots and lots of shapes the same, and I'll show you what we're going to do with them next. So with your hexagon pieces, you want to arrange them on your card in pretty shapes. Just make sure you keep an eye on your colours and just get the best kind of arrangement for them all, really. What you need to remember is to leave a gap in the middle where you're going to create a banner. This is where your greeting is going to go. And I'll show you later on how to allow space for this. If you're wondering what I'm using here to stick these pieces down, it's actually a glue pen. I find them a lot easier to use. They're a bit more tackier. You can get the glue where you need to go, and they're just a bit better than using wet glue. Should be able to get these from any good craft shop. Don't ask me where I got these from. I've absolutely no idea, but they're just handy little things for work like this if you don't want glue all over the space. So I'm just laying all these pieces out by hand, really just using eye for getting measurements between. You can use a ruler, you can measure, you can use a bit of card in between if it helps you kind of get them laid out properly. But just kind of just go with the flow, and it's just a nice little quick card to make. So I'm just trying to make these look as neat as possible, and the key to that is getting all of your pieces nice and straight, especially along that middle section where you're going to have your greeting. Just use a ruler as and when you can, just keep them nice and straight, and that's how you get it looking a little bit more profesh. So now we're going to move on to the greeting in the middle of the card, and there's several ways you can do this. I am terrible at trying to save as much of the old Christmas card as I can, and one of the things I do save is the greetings on the inside, which I think can be overlooked a lot of the time, but actually these are actually quite good things to have, to either stick into a new card on the inside, or in this case, in this card, to be used on the front as the greeting. This is just a little bit of decorative paper or card that I have kind of kicking around. Again, it's just from scraps that I hoard. So I'm just using this to back the greeting, just to make it pop at the front of the card, just make it a little bit more prettier. So just before I stick on the greeting at the front, which is going to be the kind of the final step, I'm You're just going to make it jazz up a bit with a little bit of a gold pen just to go around the outside. You don't have to do this. You can do this if you want. You can use different medium just to add a little bit of a personalization to it. Just to add something little extra. If you're going to use a pen to do something like this, to make it look that little bit more professional, then my tip would be consistent. Try and keep the same amount of dots. Try and keep the distance between the dots the same as you go round. That way it just looks a little bit better and a lot less amateurish as you go on. And finally, we are sticking on the greeting on the front, again making sure it's in the middle, nice and spaced, nice and equal, and that's the final finishing touch. Obviously, you can write whatever you want on the inside. You can stick a greeting from a different card on the inside just to finish it off. And that's it from me, Craftive Angel. I hope you enjoyed my video today. I'm fairly new to the whole video game and making videos for crafting. So if you do have any tips, be nice. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Follow me and follow my Facebook page. Thank you very much.